President Akufo, member will show down. Vice President, member will show down. So, Mama chasing me agent. I'm not going to shut them. What do you embassy? What do you embassy in your embassy? Yes. Me challenge President Akufo anytime.
Even all the 10 people understand that there's only one person who will win this election.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Ghana here on Studios 2 Television. Today we're coming to you from Arusha, Tanzania, where we're here as a team on a climate change workshop, and we'll be seeking to provide details for you as to exactly what it is that transpires here. But on today's edition of the show, we're strictly going on Ghanaian politics and the outcome of the first phase of the presidential primary of the governing New Patriotic Party, the Super Delegates Conference, that ended over the weekend. And here on Studios 2 TV, we have exclusive details for you if you stay with us. This is Let's Talk Ghana. We're back shortly. Welcome back to Let's Talk Ghana here on Studios 2 Television. And so over the weekend, the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, overwhelmingly by some 66%, emerged first in terms of whittling down the numbers were seeking to be the presidential candidate or the flag bearer of the governing New Patriotic Party. He was followed by Kennedy Ohinie-Japan, much to the shock of a lot of people who came second, Alan Chermantain, Dr. Kutu-Afriyie, and then a tie between Kwabena Jako and Adainimo. And so September 2nd has been set for that day, but there was a lot of ins and outs, a lot of anger displayed here and there. Here's what we put together here at Studios 2 TV for you.
There. Are you sure it's me?
You know, it is very important, crucial voting for MPP. And the MPP party has been a democratic party, a party that obeys the rules and the laws of the country. So you see that everything is going in nicely. We have security, tight security, and no noise, no beatings, no cutlasses, no guns. We do our things in a nice way. We do our things brilliantly. And these are things that Ghanaians should look at in the 2024 elections. It's a party to vote for.
The party will coalesce around the new leader who will then be able to lead us in a unified manner to the election of 2020.
Mr. President, please, are you telling the delegates to vote for some aspirants? These are
why you bring it up again? You're not convinced.
some say they are not convinced by the message. They want you to walk the talk.
But at the same time, there's some calling for me to endorse their candidates. There's some who are calling for me to endorse their candidates. I haven't endorsed anybody. The election is not mine. If I had, I would decide it. I don't decide it. It's the delegates in our party that decide it.
Mr. President, Ghanaians say they are not happy with the way conditions are. They are tired. They are suffering.
It's difficult. I'm the first to admit it. I've said it several times. I'm the first to admit it. But at the end of the day, I believe that when the moment comes, Ghanaians will reflect on who best can get us out of these difficulties and take us to the next stage. And that is the new patriotic party.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Proceed at this age.
No, this is
Let's go.
Yes, I'm saying that we have received reports that in the Northeast, voters were showing their ballots. And when our agent protested, he's been assaulted and is now in the hospital. And therefore, the Alan Martin team is going to file for nullification of the Northeast regional vote, the entire vote. If that process is not followed through and the vote in the Northeast nullified, it will contaminate the entire election results. The rules say that nobody can show a ballot that has been thumb-printed. The ballots they were showing were for the benefit of the vice president. We are assuming that Tim Bawumia has instructed people to show the ballot as they go along. That is against the rules that we all set for ourselves. And if the rules are being broken with impunity, then we must take punitive action. The party says, the rules say that any ballot that ought not to be in the box is rejected. So if those ballots have gone into the box, the entire box must be rejected. That is our position.
Are you not beating retreat so quickly?
What is retreat? From what? This is a mere selection. We are electing, you are selecting 5 people. You are not even electing it. You are selecting 5 people. We don't need to be first or second or last. We are in the 5. It is not our intent. It's not our target to be defeated in what sense? That we will not be part of the 5. And you think that allowing somebody to break the rules with impunity means that you are defeated? Is that what you are telling me? That we should allow them to break the rules with impunity?
Honorable, you are
we
that
made
one
the
of
rules for
men
ourselves.
Has been assaulted.
He's in the hospital and he's
Which
reported to the police
precisely?
in Northeast. You get all those details. Don't swerve the matters. You are a journalist. I am telling you that the party has made rules for itself. The rules say that don't show your ballot. Ballots have been shown. When our agent protested, he's been assaulted. He's in the hospital. Those are details that you can follow up with the hospital and all that. My place now is to tell the world our reaction to that happening. We are saying that because the rules say that no ballots should be shown and that ballots that are shown ought to be rejected, as long as ballots that have been shown have gone into the Northeast ballot box, we, the Alan Martin campaign, are rejecting the Northeast results outright. Our agent is in the hospital. And they were showing the vote because they were voting for the vice president. So they've been asked to show the vote.
If they add those results, what would you do?
If they add the results, it's obviously a public sham. That's why I'm telling the entire world, including His Excellency the President, to put his foot down. Because if we all make rules and we decide that the rules will not be enforced, the rules are for the benefit of the public and the candidates, and yet on the ground they will not be enforced, force is applied, impunity is applied, and nobody is able to do anything about it, then the result is a sham.
But some can say that, your request is a bit far-fetched. The matter could be easily resolved. Why?
In what way will the matter be resolved? If the ballots that were showed have gone into the box, how will the matter be resolved? The ballots that are being showed have been put in the box. How will the matter be resolved? The rules say that any ballot that is showed is invalid. That is what the rules say. Any ballot that is showed is invalid. So if you are voting systematically and showing it systematically, and the EC are looking on, the police are looking on, and our agent is assaulted for protesting, then it's grounds enough to reject the entire result.
Is it when you foresee the defeat? That is why perhaps
it is not about it. There is nothing like defeat in this. It is a selection. It's a mere selection. We are enforcing the rules. Margin of what victory for the. There's no victory when you select 5 people. Where's the victory? You are selecting 5 people. We are talking victory. Those who need it to demonstrate their emptiness are the ones who are pursuing victory. Those who need it to demonstrate emptiness are the ones who are pursuing victory. There's nothing about victory in this. What it is that the party is peacefully selecting 5 people who will go to the true election. There's only one true election, November 4th. But to begin to assault agents at this time and to begin to flout the rules with impunity means that the President, His Excellency, the party leadership who are in charge of the election, and the Vice President's faction, I'll call them a faction because they are behaving like a faction, ought to beware. The agent is in hospital.
Who is assaulting you?
He's reported the police. And he's been assaulted. He's in the hospital. In the Northeast.
By who?
The reports will come out. He's gone to the police. The police have given the hospital form, and the statement to the police will be made public in due time.
So
we have reported.
If that's the case,
we have reported.
If that's the case, why are you quick to call on the Vice President to put his feet down?
Yes, because they are doing it on his behalf. It is his vote that they are showing. They are not showing Alan Martin's vote. It is the vice president's vote they are showing to confirm that they voted for him.
Are you saying
The party has structures.
Are you citing poor security?
Paint for everyone ahead of the main election.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I have said a couple of times in the media and in our interactions with the party's elections committee that we very highly commend the committee for the way they have handled the process, the regulations and guidelines they have put in place, and the cooperation they have actually displayed with all stakeholders, Electoral Commission, the security agencies, contestants, and the party. We think it is very commendable. Voting is underway, and as you would know, I am myself a delegate. I've just finished voting at the party national headquarters, but I'm also in charge of Alan Chamatin's elections campaign management. We have had some reports. They are not so widespread, but they are disturbing, and we need to call attention of both the party, the Electoral Commission, and the security agencies to the guidelines that we have put in place. First incident is that in Nalerugu, in Northeast, somehow the elections officer who is dishing out the ballot paper folded the ballot paper inside out and gave it to one delegate. So by the time the voter finished thumbprinting the ballot paper, the person also folded the ballot paper along the same lines, actually showing the pictures of the contestants and the balloted contestants. So then it sort of occasioned a certain incident. Apparently our agent, after that public display more or less, decided that he wasn't going to sit, and there was a bit of a scuffle. Somehow, I'm told the incident has been brought under control. I think that is a warning, and it's a signal that I think the authorities, the Electoral Commission, and the security agencies, especially the police, ought to take account of and ensure that this doesn't get escalated. 2, in Ashanti region, my information is that the regional youth organizer, who is a delegate, actually voted and publicly displayed his thumbprinted ballot paper, and there was an incident. I am informed that incidentally in that case, that ballot was invalidated. It was not allowed into the ballot box. This is exactly what we were trying to prevent when we proposed. Fortunately for us, these regulations were accepted. Voting is still ongoing, so we will appeal to the Elections Committee, to the Electoral Commission, and the police, who are actually on the ground to take note, because our agents, all contestants' agents,
Inspiration from I'm an experienced politician, and of course, especially in this region, everybody knows what I've done. I've always taken care of the region. I know they will look at my commitment to the region and reward me. And the moment I get a massive vote here, it means I'm within the 5. Then after that, other regions as well. So the first 3, I'll be in.
Are you pleased with the organization so far?
I'm here to check. I'm here to check. There are 4 layers. Where you are, I know is the second layer. So I'm here to go to the 3rd layer, the 4th layer, where I'm going to vote. So, but so far so good, especially the election committee, then also the national. They've done marvelously well, I must admit. You know, initially, there were a lot of intimidation and all those things. But whatever petition we gave them, they granted almost all of them for the sake of peace and unity. So far so good. And here, Central Region, you know, we are a disciplined region. I don't expect anything bad to happen to embarrass us. And I'm not going to create any confusion here. We'll make sure we are one party. We vote anybody who wins. You know, we all come together and, you know, face enemies. So I don't have a problem.
Honorable, this is your home region. What number of the votes are you expecting to win at the end of the day?
Oh, at least I'll get 80%. No doubt about it. I'll get 80%. So we should be resting. Meaning they're going to honor me.
So there are 55
and my
delegates.
commitment to the region. I think everybody you talk to, all the delegates, know what I've done for Central Region, and they think this is the time also to reward. So I know I'm going to get massive votes from Central. No doubt about it. No matter the amount they give them, no matter the intimidation, they have conscience and they know that this is the man. And look, whoever will do what, any election that I don't get involved will go to opposition. So, I mean, that should remind them, especially those who are playing dirty games and all sorts of things. I mean, one person, if you bring 1,000 MPP, let them talk. No Ghanaian will listen to them except in Japan. One person. So I'm not afraid. I mean, if you like, go and read the Bible, the story of Gideon. The story of Gideon, and you will see. So everybody should be calm and let's wait till 1 o'clock. We are all going to be vigilant. And I know this number of journalists here, there will be peace because you'll be watching. You'll be watching, make sure things are done properly. So I'll say thank you very much. And let me go to the next stage and see what is
So far, so very, very good.
Oh, no, but what qualities are you looking out for in people?
I'm looking for, let me say that every one of the 10 are well qualified to lead our party. But then you also need to look beyond, which is who will help us or who has a better chance if he or she leads, and this time it's all ease. If he leads, will help us break the eight, and I believe my candidate will.
In terms of unifying the party, what should the party do after this internal process?
Well, I think that we all understand that. Even all the 10 people understand that it's only one person who will win this election. And then, of course, the main one, which is on the 4th. 2 people can't share that spot. And therefore, everyone going into the race knows that they stand a chance, but it is one person who will win. So that's basically it. So if you do not win, you rally around the winner, and we prosecute the agenda to break the eight and get back into government in 2025, 7th of January. But so far it's going well.
Okay, if at the end of this exercise, the person who will make a winner extends invitation to you to be a running mate, will you accept it?
I'll think about it. But it's not something that a decision you take lightly. So you think about it, you consult, and all of that.
Is it worrying that we don't have any females contesting in this one?
Oh, well, eventually we will. For now, it's not worrying. It's not worrying. No female has expressed that interest and gone forward, but it's not worrying. Eventually it will happen, like it has happened in other places.
So, Mom, is this process really telling Ghanaians that the NPP really understands the real democracy, looking at the processes you've put in?
Oh, I believe so. Absolutely. You can tell from what is happening and the reports from all over the country that we understand what we are doing very well, and we also know that it must be done in a very decorous manner, which is befitting of what we are all about, a very decent party. The one who wins will win with a very clear margin.
And will you have intentions of becoming a running mate of any of them?
Well, we are here to pick our leader. Why are you thinking of a running mate at this point? We are here to pick our leader.
But it's something you'd consider if it comes your way.
Well, I believe anybody in the party will consider it, including myself. So it doesn't really.
2014, when we did it, we regionalized it, recognizing that it should have been in one place. However, there was the excuse that because we were in opposition and didn't have the resources, and therefore couldn't marshal all the delegates to one location, let us atomize it to the regional level so that it will be cheaper for us to handle. That was the reason, and we went along with it. Is that reason still valid? I doubt it. But council decided, right? And there is no quibbling thereafter. We may then have to go back and revisit after this, revisit the strict language and spirit of the Constitution in order to avoid any further confusion surrounding this particular event. I think that as a party brimming with lawyers and intellectuals, our Constitution, the language of our Constitution, does not give us the strict spirit and language to allow us to say that this road is clear. We'll have to revisit that after this.
We don't know what exactly is happening this year, but we can see a man
President Akufo, member will show down. Vice President, member will show down. So, Mama chasing me agent. I'm not going to shut them. What do you embassy? What do you embassy in your embassy? Yes. Me challenge the President Akufo at any time. Hello.
Honor, we wish you the best.
Honorable, you went through the process.
Oh, yeah. You actually voted for yourself.
It wasn't difficult.
Oh no, simple process. I think the way they conducted themselves, there will be peace. If this is what is going to happen in all regions, I think there will be peace.
Honorable, it's quite unfortunate that the media is not allowed to go beyond the barricade, and we couldn't really capture you. We all agreed that there are 4 layers. This is 1. This is 2. Here, 3. Then you go in and check. We wanted to prevent, violence and all those kind of intimidation. So you should forgive us. Okay. And I'm here talking to you, whether you capture me or not. So, at least this kind of fairness, if it's going on all over, by the end of the day, you realize that it is not individual who has achieved anything, it's the party. Okay, so Honorable, according to the chairman of the Cape Coast North constituency, he says aspirants that lose should not go and sleep. They should try and then support each other after the elections. Because if you want to break the 8,
unity is what is required. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I agree with him. But you see, unity. If you get unity, there should be fairness. And that is what, so far, the election committee and the national executives have done. Because they want unity, that is why they're trying to be fair and neutral. And if it goes on like this, as I said earlier on, if it goes on like this in central, what is happening in central region happens everywhere, there will be unity, no doubt about it. But if there's no fairness, no unity, that is all we're asking for. And so far, so good. Thank you.
It's not come before us officially as a committee. We expect that the agreement that all security-related issues will be managed by the Ghana Police Service. That will be done at the Northeast Voting Center, i.e. Neregu Secondary School. We expect that stakeholders will respect the guidelines that we've come out with. The rules that were published were not an imposition of anybody or from the committee to any of the stakeholders. It was as a result of deep consultation among stakeholders, i.e. the Elections Committee, the Ghana Police Service, the EC, and the presidential candidate. We expect that they will respect these guidelines.
As a result of that, the Alan team say they are rejecting votes from Northeast region.
Well, it will be difficult to speak to the issue at this stage because I don't have the full facts of it. So I don't know what will warrant a whole nullification of a result from Mr. or lawyer Boabia Samuel. I will expect to have an official report which will be considered by the Elections Committee.
If I'm George Mark Granaham, me police station secretary. Amamoma Methodist 2 constituency mu nti me delegate am ya adoma empire ya agban there honorable Ken Japan oba beka 5 top 5 no na yeku yemu ya yeduma ma honorable Ken because omane player Germany so omane player Germany obi obetumu Germany so no oni honorable Ken Japan.
And the key stakeholders in the battle about party executives they are attending 19 behind Dr. Bawumia who had 25. How do you feel? Everyday delegates
fine. We were 5 no mu. But many and voter central region what am Ken because if you Ken why you was central region I said doing more than a man union, but all the same 19 ever found a pass mark. A better one I see. George Mark Granaham.
My name is Bernard Fosun Odum. Police station. Oh, the numbers that it came, I think that we are not happy because we wanted to just show love to Honorable as he is from Central Region. But the number is very shocking, but we will just take it like that. But we, the police station grassroots, we will try to just give much number better than this one. So we are working very hard to just bring the one who can just lead the party to 2024 to just meet our opponent. So anyway, you just see the faces that they are not happy, but we just take the number like that because all we just hoping that we are hoping for the first 5. The best 5 that is we just came. We are hoping that Honorable Ken will just be inside so that we the grassroots will just give the massive vote for Honorable coming.
Okay, so let me refer them as your bosses. It is your bosses that voted today.
Yeah.
Yours is scheduled for another day. Will you follow your bosses stand or you will take a different?
Oh, that one it will not come. It will not come because we the grassroots, we are the one doing the work for the election to just win. But we, as for the leaders, I think that they have their opposition already. But we the grassroots, we don't have anything. So our hope is Honorable Ken to come and just create jobs and just give us. So we will not follow this trend, but we will rather just make a difference for Honorable Ken to just become a flag bearer 2024.
Thank you, sir.
And so, rounding up on today's edition of the show, that's it for you. We're back again on Wednesday. But the news is that Kennedy Ohene-Japong, after those showdown comments, has been invited by the disciplinary committee of the party, seeking to have him explain what he meant and that he's broken some rules, laid down rules set by the party ahead of the primary. And so we're following up on that, and we're bringing you details and also include details as to exactly what it is that's transpiring here as well. Many thanks for watching. As always, I am Eric Mawina Igbeta.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here in your eyes.